Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. So today we are back at it with another painting video. I feel like I haven't painted in forever. When I was back home in Greece and I was on my way to the airport and I was sobbing in the car because I didn't really want to leave, we drove past this like really old haunted looking house. Here, I'll pop up a picture of it on the screen, and I was like, I'm gonna paint that. I want to paint it. I've never painted anything like this before, so I really hope it goes well, but it could go terribly wrong. I've like drawn an outline and it looks ridiculous, but we've got to trust the process. This is just like a rough outline for me to start painting on afterwards. I'm going to stop rambling and get started with the video, but before we do that, if you enjoy arty, lifestyle and creativity based content, then why not subscribe and turn on the notifications to be notified when I next upload. As you can see, I started off by mixing colours for the sky. I just in general really started by laying down my base colours. I used blue for the sky obviously, green for the plants and a beigey colour for the building, but you'll see that in a bit. Not gonna lie, the sky is a lot brighter than what I wanted it, but as I was painting I really couldn't be bothered to correct it, if I'm being completely honest. You'll see that throughout the video I just couldn't really be bothered much, but I'm still semi-happy with how it turned out, so I guess that's okay. As you can see, I am now starting to add green for the ivy and just the plants in general. I decided that it would be easiest for me to get the main colours down first and then put the details on afterwards. So for example, I did a green base colour and then I used darker green for the leaves, but you'll see that later on in the video. And for the colour of the building, I tried to get as close as I could to the reference, but it didn't really work. Mixing colours is something that I need to work on, but I ended up with a more beigey, light skin toned colour, but I added different shades of it and different textures, yeah, so that the building wasn't all one colour. And that was just because the colour wasn't consistent on the original reference photo, and I really wanted it to show through onto the picture that it's like a worn down old house. So that is why I didn't want the colours to be consistent. I also thought it would be easier that way to add shading and just make it look more alive. I then started adding on details like dark colourings, windows, curtains, some shadows, and yeah, I do feel like the original photo is very spooky looking, and I thought that it was very fitting for this time of the year as Halloween is coming up. And I wanted the painting to have a more spooky feel as well, but I feel like where I went wrong was the colours. I think it's just overall too bright, but it doesn't really matter that much. I had fun painting it, and even though it's not a perfect copy of the original. I don't want it to be, I just wanted to add my own touch to it. I think if the sky wasn't as bright, it would have made quite a bit of a difference as well. But yeah, here I'm adding more shades. I really want to, this is really random, but I want to try out gouache paints, because I feel like I use acrylic paints as if they're gouache paints, and I feel like I would quite enjoy using gouache paints. So let me know if you'd like me to test them out in a video. I would be more than happy to do that in the next Paint With Me, which should be around this time next month. Yeah, more details. I wasn't sure quite how much detail I wanted to add. I didn't want it to look super realistic, mainly because I don't believe that I have the abilities to do that. So I purposely made it more cartoonish looking. Yeah, I tried to add different shades onto the building to give it some dimension and so that it doesn't look flat. I do wish I took some more time to change the colours a bit. The house colour is actually alright, but I wish I gave the sky a bit more attention, or like added some clouds or something maybe, but I just didn't. I wasn't really feeling the sky, I just wanted it over with. So yeah, details. What I am happy with though is all the ivy and just the greenery in general, whatever you want to call it. I'm so happy with how that turned out. Yeah, I really like how that turned out because it definitely does add a lot of detail to the painting, and I do think it needed it for sure. I think it also gives it more dimension. But yeah, all I did for that was just make small brush strokes with a darker green than what I used for the base colour, and I then added in some more leaves but with different shades of green, just so that it's not all one colour, and just like add some highlights and shadows, I guess. I went a bit overboard with the ivy going around the house, but it was, yeah, we like it regardless. I do think you have to trust the process, because I had zero faith in this at the start. I hated it the moment I started putting my paint down, but I think it actually turned out semi-decent. I could have done a lot better, but I think I'm overall happy with it. I feel like it went a lot better than I was expecting. And yeah, here at the end I put in a wall. I used a grey, very light grey colour for this. Again, just going based off of the reference image, there was like a concrete wall, so I decided to add that in and add a fence. The fence especially, I feel like it makes such a big difference. It's such a minor detail. Peeling off the tape is literally the most satisfying part. It is the best part of painting, and no one can tell me otherwise. But yeah, overall I have very mixed feelings about this painting. There's parts that I absolutely love and parts that I really don't, and I feel like I could have done better if I was a little bit more patient. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, then why not give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below, and why not turn on the notifications to be notified when I next upload. And for now, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully see you in my next video on Thursday. Bye!
This is when you were broke and poor. You know, right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, you know, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.